Hi there. So let's talk about yesterday and today movement. So one thing what was happening today is we have this Paris trend line here super clearly, and one thing to notice is like the breaking, like when we break this trend line we have like nice movement upsides. So and then we have rejection and we're going immediately back to the trend line. So this movement was the fake out movement. So the market price action basically fake out that movement to get more buyers into the market, and we fake out. So price was immediately going back, breaking the lows and going back to a trend line. So if you look in those lows here, so this point here was breaking our previous lows, and now price action was going back to retest the Paris trend line, and after that we're breaking down. So to take a nice trade, this will be the absolutely best place back to that line. Stop loss will be here, or maybe even here above that rejection line, because we don't have any wicks, or you want to hold in here. So basically, why not? Both super good. So today trades. But the very important thing what I want to talk about, it is actually what was happening yesterday. So the one thing is, what I really want the people understand is to look around the charts, to look around and found the similar patterns what was happening before, because this move, it was 100% already showing to you this gonna happen, and I'm gonna show you now why. Because you see this movement, you see this pattern here, like I was drawing. One pattern is this one, bearish one, and this is the bullish one. Take your pick, it doesn't matter. Sometimes manipulation can be much more stronger and stuff, but you just have to recognize the pattern to sink in your heads. But the main thing is, if you see this pattern, this movement, and you see if you're gonna do this one, this was on the top. But one thing to notice, if you go just a little bit more back here, the last top what we have exactly the same pattern and this huge movement. I'm gonna show you right now something what is maybe you don't even know. So it was going down here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, let's do this one. And now if I'm gonna take this movement and I'm gonna bring this movement here, exactly where we break this one, you see market was going down, up, huge down, up, retest here, breaking the lows, going back here. This point was this point here, and now we break this zone. Like it was already showing to you here, and it started with same pattern, exact the same pattern. Like that's why I have this pattern here. Like it's the same. Like it's like sometimes to understanding the simplicity is actually the hardest job in this trading industry. But like, come on, it is already here. Just go and look around a little bit, discover around. Like just go and discover a little bit what is going on. Those similar things, they happen all the time, and this is the proof here. Like I was taking exactly the same market structure, it is exactly the same. And if you look in this one, like for me that's 100% same movement, 100%. Every single movement, it is exactly like this one. Maybe 98% is a little bit different price action, but everything is same. Like it's give a good think about that. you know, back in the days when I started learning trading, like how much I was doing the back testing. Oh, hundreds of hours. I was going back like 1095 or something, and I made all the way back to the current time, like weeks basically. And then another thing, and another pair, forex pair, gold pair, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, all those things. But yeah, this place, this is the something what I really wanna show to you, and those patterns. So it's very important to me to actually identify patterns in the price action, because then you know what is start happening. And here is the same thing. We have this previous trend line. You see where it was fake out, it was manipulation movement, and after that breaking those lows. Those was the main lows what we have here. Let's say I'm gonna do this one, all those lows here, and this one is much lower. So we break all those lows what we have here, and we break. That's mean this manipulation move was successful. Let's say this one. So this manipulation move was successful. So basically what was happened behind the chart was people who, let's say, who's not so smart, they all start buying here, all those buys, and most likely stop loss is gonna be here and stop loss is gonna be here. So this is the point where is the stop loss is where people put, and that's why this movement was straight down here, because we take all those stop losses out, and now we have this huge movement to fake out again people, again. So what's happened now? People are gonna buy here again in, and all those stop losses will be down here. And what you see, the next movement is here. So we take all those stop losses out again, and now market is going whatever it's doing right now in here. One thing what I want to talk again, I'm never gonna say anyone buy or sell right now. Like the one thing what I want to do is I just want to teach people how to look markets, how to identify the movements, identify the patterns, and this channel will be 100% learning. Like my trade's gonna be here because it's my trading view, and those are my trades, but I never gonna tell anyone trade right now, do this right now, or do this right now, because I never want to take this responsibility. It's not something what I'm gonna do. So that's it. So this is gonna be this one, this was this one. So let's go a little bit, let's delete all this stuff. Don't want those things here. And another thing was, this was the minor level, sorry. And here you see again how the price was respecting, grabbing some energy bottom here, respecting, and then we make the fake out movement. And the one thing is, what you have to realize too is, because the energy what is actually dropping down here, it is so, like you have to understand one thing. The energy what was dropping down here was so impulsive. Like you see, market don't make the pullbacks. Like when we break the rejection low, when we break the rejection low here, no pullback. So now we have another movement here. When we break the rejection low, we have no pullback. So that's mean the market is very heavy, you know, we just gonna drop down, because the energy is just pushing market downside and downsides. So market is weak and we have no energy to actually push the market, even you know, they retest the principle of this one and then break it. So that's a one thing what you have to understand. When the market is when the market is already pushing downside strongly, most likely we don't make pullbacks because we don't have enough energy. Like it's very crazy, you know, it's very crazy movement. So basically no trades. Only trade what you can take is this one here, or you already identified a pattern and you already know, let's say you already know this one here, and you already like you kind of feel it. Basically it's happened again, especially it was just here, you know, it wasn't much more far away. And it's very, very patient game, like super patient game. Like speaking about patient, let's talk about my biggest gold trades, what I was taking in May. So this trade was here when I was taking that trade, and I was holding 2 weeks and 2 days. I was holding that trade, and meantime I had 2 extra positions here. So when I'm gonna go one sec. So so this was the picture what I sent, you see, May 5th of May, and I was waiting this pullback to that zone to take the trades, and I was hoping to want to see the daily close here, because when I see the daily close here it will be best to hold all the way up, and that was the point. And if I'm gonna go back here, so this was the exactly Monday morning, tap here and all the way. So this was the daily close and all the way up here. So so there was other picture after. So we see this retest, this was my entry, and it's already started going to that range. So it's like the patient game, it is super important. And the other thing what people have to understand is, don't force absolutely anything. Don't force your emotions, don't force your feelings, don't force your something what is your attachment about the money. Like you cannot force those things, and you have to understand, you have to give market time to breathe. You know, you have to give the time to breathe, to market can move and make those movements what is start happening in the future. Like people, okay, like let's say you're not patient enough, you're gonna take this trade in, you see this huge candlestick maybe here, and maybe this one already, oh, I'm gonna take my trade out because we had those huge wicks here, and oh, I don't want to hold. But then you miss all this movement. Like it's like that's one of my biggest trade. It was, I think it was 6% of whole market movement, exactly 6%. Like I catch 6% whole market because I can master my patience. And the other thing what is super important to master if you are a trader, like trust your zones, because that's everything what you see. Like every single line, every single zone, everything is what you make here. Like for example, when I remove everything, so there is nothing. Every single little zone what you make, it's 100% you. Now it's a question, do you trust yourself or no? Like if you don't trust yourself, then you don't trust those lines too. Like it's a very big mastering there. and most likely let it go. The biggest thing is let it go the money attachment, because if you're here to make money or whatever you want to do, you want to buy, I don't know, most people, I want to buy houses or cars and stuff, you lose so much money and most people never even make it. Not money, sorry. Of course you lose money, but you lose so much time, what is most valuable. You have to understand, you lose your own valuable life. Like, let's say, like, if you don't understand and you just basically gambling, you can lose years easily, absolutely no problem, years. 3 years later you are like, oh, I don't know, I think trading is not for me. Trading, like, and because you think that, is you wasn't disciplined enough, you wasn't patient enough, and you don't have trust yourself. And the same thing is love too. If you not love yourself, if you not learn how to love yourself, you cannot share that love with other people too. Let's say the relationship. It's like, first you have to understand how to love yourself, and then you can share that love, and so on. It's like, those are very strong principles, and they all play out in here in the trading. That's why I like trading too, because it's something really, you have to really deep think about those things. You cannot just randomly do something, but if you really deeply think about those things, you start understanding the simplicity, the mindset of simplicity. Like, the most simple things are most likely what people don't understand. The simplest thing what people don't understand. You have to do loads of mastering to figure things out, and if you see the patterns, you know exactly what is underneath that. Layers and layers and layers, all levels and levels and levels. It's all psychological and philosophy. It's a very important principles, and it's 100% in your head. Like, you make every single detail here. It's 100% you. And if you not love yourself, if you not trust yourself, it's very hard work, and most likely you're not gonna able to do that. And I'm gonna finish right now here today. I hope this video found your true yourself, and you really listen hardly and try to think about those things what I say. It's very important. This game is not to make money. First you have to master that thing and learn and do those things years, go back, do that, and if you're ready, the universal gonna basically reward yourself. You are strong enough to handle all this, let's say, pressure or money what you get in the rewards, and that's the reward what nature gives to you. If you can prove yourself to the nature, that's the reward what you get. Peaceful trading forever. Thank you, and I see you next video. Ciao.